guys, welcome to the first video of Masked, and today I bought something a few days ago. Today we're going to be opening it. I have it right here. It is the Frankie Macdonald book. I thought it was new. Apparently this was published in 2018, so we're gonna go ahead and get my pocket knife here. Cabela's. I'm just gonna stab up there. There. Nice stab. I can see it. Wow. Oh. Just gonna let you guys see that first. It's a lot. There's no bubble wrap in that stuff. The Frankie Macdonald Guide to Life, the Weather, and Everything. Be prepared. There it is. There's the cover again. Right beside my face there. And on the back, not sure if you guys can read that. See? But this joyful book, starring Nova Scotia's favorite weather reporter, Frankie Macdonald, and written by author Sal Soller, shares stories from Frankie's early years, along with facts about all things sunny, rainy, snowy, and stormy. Filled with pictures, graphics, and advice from Frankie himself, this book has everything you need to know to be prepared. Sounds good. Frankie Macdonald is a YouTube celebrity living in Sydney, Nova Scotia. He studied meteorology from an early age and shares his weather reports with more than 28,000 subscribers living all over the world. In his free time, he enjoys watching movies, going to hockey games, and walking along the Sydney waterfront. Then, there's the picture. Frankie Macdonald, if you don't know who he is, just go look him up. He's got some funny videos. He's pretty good. And Sal Soller is the award-winning author of 4 books, including this one. Be Prepared won a Moonbeam Children's Award and was shortlisted for a Yellow Setter and Hack Awards. They also wrote 100 Things You Didn't Know about Atlantic Canada for Kids, which was also shortlisted for a Hack Award. Their newest children's book is When the Ocean Came to Town, illustrated by Emma Fitzgerald. If they aren't busy writing, they're probably marketing or editing a graphic novel for Conundrum Press, facilitating a workshop, or daydreaming about ocean water slides. They live and work in Halifax. salsoller.com. Second, I'm going to turn around. I need to fog off my glasses. Unfog my glasses. Or my sunglasses, I mean. Sorry, I can't show you my face. A little too young for that yet, YouTube. And then there's the picture of Sal Soller right underneath Frankie Macdonald. So, be prepared. Frankie Macdonald Guide to Life, the Weather, and Everything. Frankie Macdonald and Sal Soller. Pick up the first page. Just says the same thing. Introduction. Table of contents. Introduction. Frankie Macdonald. That's on page 3. Finding his voice. Introducing Frankie Macdonald. There's a picture of him right there. I'm sure most of you out there probably know who Frankie Macdonald is. Frankie Macdonald loves the weather. He loves everything about it, from snowstorms and tornadoes to heat waves and windstorms. He enjoys studying it, talking about it, and monitoring it. But most of all, he loves sharing his weather forecast with the entire world through his YouTube channel, Dogs and Wolves. Frankie started using YouTube in 2006, not long after the video sharing platform was launched. Now, more than 280,000 people subscribe to his YouTube channel, and that number doesn't include the people who just occasionally watch his videos. His subscribers are people who like Frankie so much that they want to be notified every time he puts up a new video. It took a long time for Frankie to get to where he is now, but now that he's here, life is pretty exciting. Not only do plenty of people watch his videos on YouTube, but he also has lots of followers on social media, and his weather forecasts are played on news attentions all over North America. Wow. All that for a little funny guy from Sydney. All that for a little funny guy from Sydney. But yeah, just again, if you haven't seen Frankie Macdonald, go check him out. He's awesome. He's not the sponsor of today's video, even though I am reviewing his book. He's just pretty good. I do my videos to warn people when there is a major storm headed their way, like a hurricane, a blizzard, a big rainstorm, and hailstorms. Frankie. Right there, that speech bubble, that yellow speech bubble. Most people agree that Frankie's weather forecasts are pretty amazing. Not only are his forecasts helpful because they're often accurate, but Frankie always seems really happy and excited to talk about the weather with everyone watching his videos. When Frankie's YouTube channel started getting really popular, people began interviewing him for newspapers, TV, podcasts, and radio stations. His first big news interview was in February 2013, when Frankie was 28 years old. Wow. It's before I was even born. The interview was with CBC reporter Gary Mansfield, who lives in Sydney, Cape Breton, just like Frankie. In the interview, they talked a lot about Frankie's success, and also about his experience with online bullying. Frankie has autism, and sometimes he behaves differently than some other people do. Autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder, which is a fancy name for disorders that keep someone's brain or nervous system from growing and developing in a typical way. So yeah, that's one thing I didn't mention, because I didn't know if I should just let the book bring that up, or me. So I let the book bring it up. What is meteorology? Britannica Kids explains meteorology like this. The weather on Earth is always changing. Meteorology is a field of science that studies the changes in weather on a day-to-day basis in a specific place. Scientists who study meteorology are called meteorologists. Using various tools, meteorologists forecast whether it will rain or snow. Meteorologists forecast whether it will rain or snow and whether it will be warm or cold. So to get back where we were, autism is also called a spectrum, which means this disorder causes different combinations of behaviors in different people. Sometimes you might hear people say a person with autism is on the autism spectrum, and that just means that this person has been diagnosed with autism. Frankie's autism makes it so difficult for him to communicate, though not so difficult as it was in his younger years, and to form relationships with other people. Although most people love Frankie, sometimes people make fun of him. In the interview with Gary Mansfield, his aunt, Darlene Macdonald, said something very important about the way those people talk about Frankie. It's very, very hurtful, she told the reporter. They wouldn't speak like that if it was their relative or their son. Basically, they don't know what autism is, and they don't realize those with autism have feelings too. She also said that when it comes to technology, Frankie is gifted. I'm just going to read one little thing up here. What are weather models and how do they work? Weather models are actually computer programs. Weather stations all over the world, and satellites up in space track things like snowfall, wind chill, and low pressure systems, and more. Then this information is sent to these computer programs, which use this information to do a lot of complicated math. These math equations are designed to predict how the weather will change in the future. Once all these calculations are done, some of the supercomputers that do this work can make 50 to 1 trillion calculations per second. The programs provide information, data, that can be used by people like Frankie, who know how to read them to forecast the weather. So yeah, Frankie looking at an online weather model right there. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to read for today, but it's Frankie Macdonald for now in the video, I mean. But this Frankie Macdonald book, it's good. It's only got 48 pages, got lots of pictures. It's got advice from Frankie himself, and again, if you haven't seen Frankie's videos, go check him out. He's great. And make sure you subscribe to him too. But yeah, Frankie Macdonald, be prepared. The Frankie Macdonald Guide to Life, the Weather, and Everything. It's on Amazon. It's about $20. Get it when you can. Thanks for watching Masked, and please like and subscribe.